Hi, I'm Debs. Welcome back to my channel, The Creative Book Shack. Now, I have been very inspired by Candy and Cindy's honest and without any frills new hashtag Find My Floor. The overstocking of a craft room is a common problem. I'm going to show you mine. Now, bear in mind, I live in an extremely small house. Downstairs, we have a lounge, we have a kitchen that also has a dining table in it, and a hallway that I think is about 4 foot square. Upstairs, we have 2 reasonable sized bedrooms, one of which is occupied by myself and my husband, and the other is occupied by my stepson. And we have a bathroom, and we have this room, which is a box room, for which I'm very grateful. But we have got to the stage where I'm really not sure what colour the floor is. I'm going to give you a tour. We'll start here on the landing. This is a 5-drawer chest of drawers, and every drawer is packed with material. This is the actual craft room. It's the box room. It is a couple of inches short of being able to put a standard single bed in it. Now, you might notice there is no door. There's a good reason for that. It's because if there is one, you can't get into it because it's too full. Now, first of all, we are going down to the elephant in the room, which is the cat litter. Share my room, the cat. There's my Moon poster. This is because you don't want a cat litter in your lounge, your kitchen, your bedroom, the bathroom, or your stepson's bedroom. And so this is the only other room. So here, let's start here. All of these drawers, this one is completely filled with paper, every drawer. Balancing on the top here, we have a pile of books that I have used some of, but not an awful lot. Large roll of sellotape. From here, yeah, from there downwards is paper. From there downwards is paper. At the top here we have stickers in there, stamps in there, stamps in there. We have some tricolour pens. There's a tapestry thing. There's an iron. There are more books there. This is stuffing for children's toys. This is a pile predominantly of paper, origami paper. There's printer paper there as well, but quite a lot of that is specialist white paper. Watercolour papers. And in the corner there with a couple of journals, bubble wrap. A still alive spider plant, which is good for me. There are pencils and pens up there. There's a flower press, some journals, my anvil, which is useful for weighing things down, a couple of things of beads, all sorts of other rubbish. Then in front of it, this is a bag with a half-cooked journal in it. This is a box of cardboard boxes that I have flattened. I have at least flattened most of them, although that coffee filter box hasn't been done yet. These are little things that hook on the radiator, and they've got very small bits of card in. There's another one there with ribbons that's overflowing, and another one that's got bits of paper in. That's this one. This is a box full of rolls of paper, including wallpaper, apart from the one that doesn't fit, which is over there in the corner. The only thing I've done prior to this video is empty the bin. This is a box of tubs to put things in. I haven't yet put things in them. Alcohol pens. Underneath that there is another tub that's got, oh, I don't know, beads and stuff. Got some more books here. We've got some paper making frames. In there we have more books and ephemera that my mother gave me. My desk is actually quite big. That is my daughter's old dressing table that she didn't want when she bought her own house. So we put it there and then covered it in a big bit of MDF. So it's actually quite deep. But then on the corner here, I put some wire bookcases. These are things that I've made to put papers in. This is a little pot. I don't know why it's there. The alcohol pen that I use the most, and a rubber. This is a pile of stuff that I have made. Behind here, see this? That's a pile of postcards, and behind it is a pile of postcards exactly the same size. I like postcards, but how many does one person need? Then we have, there's some books there, there's another journal, there's another book. This lot I'm just going to have to balance back on there for the time being. Let's put those down there. This, predominantly watercolour stuff. So there's some paintbrushes at the back. There's several different paint sets, salt, masking tape. This random paper that I've stuffed in there, that definitely could do with sorting out. Up here, there is a box that has partially got ephemera in it and partially got things that I've made. Then, tins, oh, let's have a look at this. This I created from some packaging, and I use it to stick brads in, brads that I've created. Books. See that, where the stuff's come off the wall? I put shelves up there and used no more nails, and in the middle of the night one night, I heard it and it all crashed down. That was a fun night. My bobblehead of Bob Ross. Bits and pieces, glue gun, stapler, corner punches. Yeah. Down here, stuff that I tend to use more often. Oh, that's my iPad. Let's get that out of the way. So, tweezers, the cotton I use for sewing. Book signatures, glue, pots of tools. No particular order. Oh, there's my other glue stick. Okay. Here we have the camera thing, and on right, so we've got all sorts of things there. I don't know what's in half the boxes. Down here, all of these die cuts, yeah, folders full of them. That is a box of stuff that I got from a printer's. It's offcuts of paper. I have a large scoreboard, a small scoreboard, cutter. That's my die cutting machine. To use it, it needs to go up here. That's my sewing machine. To use it, it needs to go up here. I appear to have just been stuffing stuff under there. That's another box of, apart from the rubbish on the top, that's another box of stamps. Behind it, there is a box of macrame stuff. Behind that, there is a box of paper and card. Underneath that box of paper and card, there is a plastic crate of crafting equipment that hasn't seen the light of day for a couple of years because I can't get to it. Then, under the desk, we've got tubs of stickers, we've got notebooks, that's a pile of envelopes back there. There's some frames at the bottom. There's some screen printing stuff behind there somewhere. In the drawers, that's what I use to wipe the glass mat. That needs sorting. That appears to be a load of tape. That appears to be there's my heat tool. And we've got hole punches, and we've got other staplers and all sorts of things. There is no lack of things. Okay. One more location, I think. Let's go. Okay, this is the book shack, after which my channel is named. Let's go and have a look. So this is where this is about half of my book collection. Like I said, I also run a booktube channel. So this is where I sit and read, make booktube videos. As you can see, got my maps of the world. This is crafty stuff, so I've got some, I love this. This is one of my favourite little watercolour sets. It's got a water brush in it, mixing palette at the bottom, sponge there. So neat, so many colours, it fits in your handbag. Watercolour pencils, some stickers, one of my art books, some pens, and then over here, let me just grab that out of the way, is yet another box of books for stripping out and using in junk journals. Now, I tend to come and work out here more in the summer because, to be honest, it's cold. So, but yeah, this is actually the Creative Book Shack. So I craft in here, I read in here, I also write in here, and I film in here. I don't do the overhead filming on the desk because A, the desk's filthy, but also it just means I have to bring a load of equipment down there. So it's just that little corner there and that big box of stuff there. That's it. So I'm finishing up this video here in the book shack. There's a couple of things I haven't shown you. One is a large box that originally contained a barbecue that is now absolutely jam-packed full of stuff that I have decluttered already from my craft room. But it hasn't been properly decluttered because it's been sitting in my kitchen, blocking the doors for 2 cupboards for the last 4 months, I think. And the reason is because I intend to go and try and offload some of it at car boot fairs. And since I decluttered the craft room, the weather has not been conducive to going to do craft fairs. So hopefully come the spring, I will be removing the large box from my kitchen. Also, there's an airing cupboard in my bedroom, and that houses some books. It's got at least 2 crates of stuff that I've made in there that I have to do something with. And there's so much other random stuff in there that I have balked at showing you that. But I have already this year made a pledge that I'm not going to buy new stuff. I am only going to replace essentials. So if I run out of glue, if all of my 27 pairs of scissors fall apart at the same time, I will be replacing them. Other than that, I'm not buying more stuff. I'm not. And my mother, who is 86, bless her, and she's a great crafter and always has been, but she's losing her eyesight now. She still does run a market stall on, it's more sporadic now because she can't drive anymore. But her friend, who's 76, she takes her. She is offloading a load of stuff every time I go and see her, and I'm going down on Monday. Every time I go and see her, she offloads another large batch of stuff that she can't use anymore, which is great. But she lives in a big 5-bedroomed house, and I don't. My house is full. So I need to resist temptation when I go down and see her next week. But yeah, I'm not buying stuff. No more stuff until I have sorted out that craft room and made it. I don't want it to be perfect. I want it to be usable. I want to be, because it's on such a small place and my little chair is on wheels, I want to be able to think, I need a stamp and be able to reach for it. I need some dies and be able to reach for them, etc., etc. That's the aim. So this is the beginning of this process. Maybe by the end of the year, I might be closer to finding my floor. The videos I put up for this will be sporadic as I go through. But thanks to Candy and Cindy, I'm going to list their details below. I think it's a great idea. And it might give me the boot up the backside that I need to start sorting things out. Thank you very much for stopping by and watching. I will speak to you very soon. Bye for now.